just off to drop off the mower to his new home. And, oh yeah, look at this beautiful sassy bladed road. It looks beautiful. Alrighty, so got the old Cub Cadet dropped off and helped a friend work on her truck for a bit. And, well, didn't you know she had a little John Deere that didn't run? But I still got the old snapper. Her swisher, and well, my friend that I give the Cub Cadet to, well, she had an old John Deere that doesn't run, so we're gonna have to see if we can get this running. Might even have to try to drive it off the trailer, maybe. Good battery. And booster cables. Girl, how are you, pretty girl? Hey, baby. So now we gotta see if this monster will run. So, oh, I need to get a fuse. Needs that first thing. I seen that. I'll grab one of them real quick. Because maybe we could just drive it off the trailer. Alright, so we need a tripod and a spark tester. Oh, there's some spark tester. That'll do it. You come, pretty girl? Yeah, are you happy I'm home? Yeah, you're such a good girl. You are such a good girl, Charlie. Okay. Good girl, baby. So what I didn't get was get a fuse, but... Alright, so once you grab your trusty Princess Auto... Oh, whale and killed a bird on my toolbox. Get your trusty pack. We'll just go with, well, let's just go right to a 30. That'll tell us what the issue is. It's heavy enough that it'll pop before it burns it down, but it'll give a good try. Now let's see what she does. Still nothing. Not even a kick. Let's just skip the electronics and go right to the starter with the booster cables. And that'll tell us if this battery is dead or not. So you always just hook your positive first to the starter. Clamp her on there nice. And then just find a bolt somewhere. Oh, there we go. Don't let them... It's fighting it. So what I think is happening is I think the valves are too far out of adjustment and it's locking up on compression. That's my uneducated guess. Before it gets too dark, because I gotta know. Oh yeah, that's the right one. Well, somebody's been in here because they're not tight. So that could be a good sign. Could be a very good sign. We'll just have a little look, see. Well, everything's clean in there. So that's a good sign. See? Well, look at that. It's kind of like both of these are super, super loose. Let's have a look in there. Look at that. And I kind of figured since it was where it bound up or was tight, but look how loose they are. And I'm not sure what size they are. Oh, they're a 10 too. Okay, well, we're gonna snug them up just a hair. Nothing crazy. just so that they don't feel loose. Because like this one here, like, look at that. Just flopping side to side all around. You won't find this in your manual. All right, we'll go a hair snugger. See, they still got lots of play, but they're not rocking right around loose. Still play, still play. Just a hair more on this one. All right. All right. I don't know if the fuel's on, but we're just gonna see if it'll crank a little faster. And then if not, since that starter is still smoking hot, if not, then we'll go get a battery, a starter. Okay. Oh shit. Where's the ether at? Where's the ether at? She's gonna start. She's gonna start. So it was a little bit of the valves, a little bit of bad connection. All right, we'll just pop you guys back into the holster here. Man, what a treat. Found my spark tester and I found another battery in the LeBaron. And actually, after hearing it whirl over, we're gonna put this guy back on. We're not gonna leave that opened up overnight because it is like 11:30, so. I unfortunately do have to work again tomorrow. I'm looking for a livings for the birds. I just can't help myself. We're just gonna, for the hell of it sake, one last hoorah. Because if I get this thing running tonight, even on the Cheech, I'd be happy with that. I'd really like to hear it fire. And anybody tells you a little bit of sauce will hurt it, tell them to go back in the house. Come on, baby Jesus. Oh, where's the spray? Oh, hot damn. Oh, might need a new starter. Well, that's something. That's more than she's ran in a couple years. And the reason I'm not going to drive it any further just yet is one, it's puking something out, which I'm not sure what that is, and two, my spark tester is melting to the exhaust. I want to know where that, because see, now I know this works. Is there coolant in this thing? No. Where's all that water coming from? Oh, the exhaust pipe. The motor had water in it? No. Okay, so where was it? Where's the water? Where was it coming from? It was coming from the muffler. So the muffler is full of water. Rusty water. I don't know how the muffler got full of water. I mean, at the end of the day, it's whatever, but okay, well, let's get these straps off. And yeah, if I can drive this son of a bitch off the trailer. Well, you know we're doing that. I mean, you got like I'm going mowing with it. If it'll run off that old gas. And now I think all I need was them valves adjusted, and I think that starter's weak. Well, ooh, I was gonna turn on this light right here, but look what that one's attracting. I think we'll leave all them guys up there and not at my back door. Hey, pretty girl. Here goes nothing, I guess. Come on, baby. God damn it, we're going for a rip. Tires are really flat. And it doesn't sound right, but that's tomorrow's problem. Alright, so day 2 on this old John Deere. So I cleaned up the battery terminal. Still nothing. And why does that camera still look cloudy? Take 2. So I cleaned up the battery connection. Still nothing. But then I noticed, look in there. Oh. Look at those terminals. Maybe that's why it's a little cranky. And we're not getting connection. So we're just gonna work our way through the wiring until it cranks properly. All right, so next thing is next, I guess. Like, what the hell is all this plugs for? Oh my God, there's so much wiring in this thing. And the headlight wires and just everywhere. Now, like, I know it'll run if I just put power direct to the starter with the key on. She'll fire up and run, and that's mint. And good on that, but can we get her to fire off the key again the way it should? So we'll start with the biggest connections because I mean, they're a little green. So we'll try that and then we'll get back to you. Be right back. All right, so all I did was I literally found the last scrap of 40 grit sandpaper that I had and just cleaned up all the connections. Get them shiny again. Doesn't have to be fancy. I'm gonna do these little terminals here. Okay, so now those contacts are clean. How are we looking now? Oh, come on, baby. Nothing. Just keep wiggling plugs around. Jiggle and wiggle and there we go. Did you see that? The starter solenoid down here? I wiggled it. Fuck yeah. So even this little tiny battery, now that them valves are backed off. Hell yes. Hi-ho thunder, let's fire up now. Put the choke on. See if she'll fire on her own with the original battery. So I know this solenoid needs a little work, but It's all this solenoid. Come on, baby. On your own power, on your own fuel. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Yeah. Say the fuel in this thing is garbage. As you can see. Not all there. Whew. And last night that muffler was just full. Trying to name that smell. Whew. Smells like rank old fuel. And I mean, the fuel in this thing's a couple years old anyways. Back in the day, that wouldn't matter at all. But nowadays, it means a lot. And I know some of the problem with it is probably this here little guy. Oh, and some of it's that guy. But there is fuel in the fuel filter. So, let's try cranking her one more time. Struggling. You know, I kind of want to clean the carburetor, kind of want to empty the tank, but I kind of also just want to take her out in the yard and burn some of that fuel, force it through there. Let's have a little peek. Oh yeah. Why are you getting so hot, little guy? You're supposed to be just on smoke. I think these are good for like 10 pounds, so we'll put 20 in them, and that'll make sure they seal up real nice. Or go boom. We just won't look it directly in the eye when we. And I don't know why it's dripping oil out, but it is running and starting on its own power. And that's a lot more than I'd say about it before. Well, I mean, it looks kind of cruddy. Which way was it going? That way. No, I can blow through it. It does look black in there. We're going to change it anyway, but that might not be the problem. But this little pump here, this might be the problem. And I do have a couple of them in the shop, so we'll try that in a minute. All right, well, since that hose was, or that filter was a lot smaller, this one won't fit on there. Oh, and you know what? Let's give this a little, even though it's electric. Give her a couple of wraps anyway. Oh, I might have a brand new carburetor for that. But the clamps wouldn't fit even when they're clamped, you know, because it's a bigger filter. But now we can have an eye on her anyways, see if it's pumping. Oh, yeah. Lock the brake. There, so she'll crank on her own. All right, see how that fuel flows. That'll tell us if it's a carburetor or... Oh. That stupid wire again. That solenoid. How about now? I kind of want to hack that muffler right off, but should have some kind of help. They don't want to die though. All right, so since that fuel is just going to get sucked out and go in the Massey anyways, I think I got enough here to top that tank up. It's got about a half a tank in it of old questionable gas. So why don't we just top it up the rest of the way with good fuel and then give her a minute, see how it likes that. Where are we at? So if I had to guess, somebody put like 4 bottles of seafoam in that fucking thing. Because I put all I had left in the yard of gas in it, and I don't want to go to the store to get more. So I just filled the rest of it up with fuel. Now look at it. Alright, let's go work it for a little bit. So it must have a pulley locked up somewhere. So let's go back to the shop and we'll see if we can get those 2 blades spinning. Oh, yeah. Get away! Get going! Get going! Ha ha ha. Alright. Now here's the question. Idle? Oh yeah! Alright. How's the refire on its own key? Oh ha 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 ha! Well. Yeah. An oil wouldn't smell like it wasn't an oil smell. I bet you it was seafoam. I bet you whoever was fiddling with it thought, you know, carburetor's dirty. If I seafoam it, it'll clean it. Hey, I've done that too. I've done that before too. But would you look at her now? Just reach over, hit the key. Boom. Boom. What a treat. We'll drop this on the ground so I can get at it. Now let's see which pulley seized. That one's free. That one's free. That one seized. Beauty. It's all process of elimination, guys. This blade right here. Is there something jammed in there? Is it turning? She's bound up tighter than... So we'll just soak the shit out of it. And instead of, oh yeah, look at her go now. She'll only go so far and then she'll Oh, she's coming. You just want to get in there with your hand and... All right, now that it's like moving, right? It still has tight spots, but I mean, 17 horse should take care of the tight spots. Now I gotta go find that mug that I lost somewhere in the yard. Oh, I need that. Oh, look how nice. Just like new now. Other than the steering's still a little tight. The whole thing was seized up, so we'll just soak that down and it'll be in. Oh yeah, all of her power. Just happy. Happy as mine. What a treat this thing is. That's great. Oh man, you just can't beat that. Like, what a sweetheart. And it didn't cost a penny to get her fixed or running. She just burned off all that old oil. It was pissing all over the muffler, and that's fine. You can burn it all off. Fucking hey, guys. Cheers. Get fixing something.